Happy World Carnivorous Plant Day! So, since this is the 5th year the ICPS has been celebrating this, we're going to show you 5 different ways on propagating Drosera capensis. So, this is Drosera capensis. They have these beautiful flowers. They bloom all the time, but I'm going to show you 5 different ways. And the 5 ways are seed, leaf cuttings in water, leaf cuttings in soil, root cuttings, and division. So collecting the seed is quite simple. Once the seed pods get a bit brown, I could probably collect some of these, but I think I'll wait a bit longer till they're still browner. You can pull one of these seed pods out. And as you can see, I don't know if you get to see, they're like pink petals, like pink things. Those are the old petals. You can pull those off, and then you can just get the seed pod and squish it a little, and all the seeds will start falling off. You can also get the flower stalk and shake it like this on a paper. So in here I've got the seeds. This is probably better to do indoors because the seeds can fly away. There aren't many seeds in here actually. They are these small little dots. These. I'm going to tap the paper down here, and the seeds will slowly start falling down into the pot. So then keep all the soil moist and water them from under here, water them like your adult plant. So another method I've heard of is leaf cuttings in water. Leaves, propagating them through leaves in water. So this is the first time I'm trying this. And here they're sprouting. So I put this here in this lid. It's a lid from a jar or something. And I put some, remember, only distilled or rainwater. I put some in here. And I left them with no direct sunlight. Better. So now I'm going to repot them. I'm actually going to pot them up. So the soil I'm going to use is 3 parts peat moss and 1 part sand. Remember, the peat moss must be fertilizer free. You shouldn't have any fertilizer added to it. So now I'm going to grab one of these. So you can see this one is sprouted. I'm going to put it here. Maybe these could have had some more light because they're quite stretched out, but I'm not sure. And I'll keep on watching them to see how they grow. So another method is division. So sometimes capensis will die back to the roots. If they had a very cold winter, that could happen. But then, and there could be some other reasons, and then they will regrow from the roots. Sometimes when they regrow, more than one plant comes out, and you can divide those. Once I divided one, and they weren't. It was quite easy. And another thing, as you can see, this is the growth point where all the growth comes from. This plant, for some reason, I think it lost its growth point or something. Or maybe it didn't lose it, I'm not sure, but then 2 growth points came out of 1. So we could also try to divide this. So I'm going to squeeze a bit the pot. And I'm not going to pull the plant out. I'm going to try to gently somehow manage to get it out. Sometimes I can try to pull the plant a little bit, but if it doesn't want to come out, oops, don't pull. So here it is. I could also try to make some root cuttings here, but I think I won't do it. Not this time. Oops. This didn't work. This is what I was afraid of. Pulling out a plant and for it to not have roots. So, I don't know if this will survive, but I'm gonna try. But anyways, you should be actually a bit more careful And maybe if the plant was so connected like this, I should have waited a bit longer to divide it. So now I'm gonna pot this one. And make a little hole and plant it in here. I'm gonna pot this one, the one with roots. So another method is leaf cuttings, but in soil. I showed you leaf cuttings in water, but here, so I just pulled off some leaves or cut them off and put them here. As you can see here, there's one that's sprouting. Here's another one. Here's some small ones. We just pulled this one today. Hopefully this one will sprout also. So another method is root cuttings. I really like this method. Once I made root cuttings, I planted 4 pieces of roots and 7 or 8 plants came out. So it's quite cool. So I'm gonna teach you how to do it. I'm gonna gently take the plants out of the pot. Oh. Kind of difficult to get this one out. So here it is. Gonna open up the plant. So now I'm gonna cut the roots. Don't cut off all the roots. Leave some on the plant. I'm gonna get these. I think I'm gonna cut this one. Here we got one. And then let's see this one. Put them to. I'm gonna get, let's see, maybe one more. So, still has some roots. I'm gonna repot it into a bigger pot. If you have long fibered sphagnum moss, it's a good idea to layer some in the bottom of the pot, because sometimes the soil will slowly leak out these holes. But if you put this long fibered sphagnum, it's less likely for it to leak up so quickly. So this pot could actually have a bit more, some more soil. But I think I'm gonna pot it up now. Then I'm gonna make some more soil, some more substrate. Then I might add some more on the top. So here it is. So now I'm gonna pot up the root cuttings I made, remember? But remember to add some drainage holes in the bottom. So I'm gonna add soil. So now, we're gonna put it around there. And I'm gonna get the roots. I'm gonna get one. Oh, I'm gonna add some soil there. I'm gonna add one and put it here. 2 and 3 and 3. And cover it all with a little bit of soil. Don't cover it too much, but a little. So here it is. So now I'm going to show you a photo of how one of the other times I made root cuttings, how they sprouted. So I hope these 5 different methods on propagating Drosera capensis were useful to you. Bye.